Okay, this is self-study guide number 5 for 10th grade, and it is from September 13th to September 17th. And the scenario number 3, caution, handle with care, and the theme is, am I environmentally friendly? Well, that is a question, a good question. Una muy buena pregunta that we need to think about. What are we doing in order to help our planet? Because now we have a lot of pollution, but we need to take action and try to solve the problem and to help the planet. Okay, task number 1 we have here. Look at the image below and provide the requested information in the delineated spaces. Okay, and provide the requested information in the lines, in the line provided, in the lines. Okay, here is task number 1. It says look at the image below and provide the requested information in the lines provided. Use the words from the box. Okay, here we have task number 1. It says look at the image below. Look at the images below. Okay, here we have task number 1. Look at the images below and write the words on the lines provided. Use the words from the box. Okay, here we have the vocabulary: industrial production noise, oil spill, factory fumes, vehicle smoke, throwing waste in the street, sewage waste, sewage waste, flying airplanes, moving and honking vehicles, moving and honking vehicles, industrial waste, smoking, deforestation, chemical substances. So the first one that we have is air pollution is caused by, and you need to complete the you need to match the words in the blank with the images. Okay, in this case, what is causing air pollution, and you're gonna write down the names, or you're gonna match the vocabulary with the words. And then the main causes of water pollution are, and the same thing, you're gonna use the vocabulary in the blank to complete or to match that vocabulary with the pictures that we have here. Among the causes of noise pollution are, and the same thing, you're gonna do that. Ok, entonces tenemos acá un vocabulario en este banco, las palabritas: industrial production noise, oil spill, factory fumes, and so on. And van a utilizar esas palabritas para completar o identificar las causas de los diferentes tipos de contaminación. Air pollution, y van a utilizar ese vocabulario para completar acá. The main causes of water pollution, ¿cuáles de esas palabritas representan esta frase? Y among the causes of noise pollution, ¿cuáles de esas palabritas de acá del banco son las que se representan en las imágenes? Y también land pollution is caused by y cuáles de esas palabritas que están ahí definen o se relacionan con esta clase de contaminación. Then we have task number 2. Complete the chart below with the correct options from the box. We have here some vocabulary: endangered species, melting of poles, recycle, droughts, forest fires, use of pesticides, deforestation, reuse things, organic food, typhoon, earthquake, flood, tsunami, solar power, melting of ice caps or ice layers, wind power, health problems, habitat preservation, ecotourism, vegetarianism, global warming, ozone layer depletion, recycle waste, temperature rise, reduce traffic in cities, car exhaust fumes, smoke, greenhouse effect, water and wave power, toxic waste, preservation of species in zoos, soil erosion, destruction of rainforests, depletion of raw materials and natural resources, use public transportation, eat biological food, dump garbage in nature, carbon monoxide, environmental groups, unleaded petrol, oil slick, renewable resources, and acid rain. Okay, taking into account that bank of vocabulary, you're going to classify those words in these two categories: environmental problems, natural disasters, and possible solutions of fighting for our planet. Ok, entonces, ese vocabulario que tenemos acá arriba, vamos a utilizarlo para completar o clasificar ese vocabulario en estas dos categorías. Una que es environmental problems, problemas del ambiente, o natural disasters, o desastres naturales. Y la otra categoría es possible solutions, posibles soluciones, fighting for our planet, luchando por nuestro planeta. So we're going to classify those words and write them in the correct column. And in here we have some pictures to just illustrate that, so you don't have to do that with anything with that. And then we have task number 3. Read the following text and based on it solve the exercises below in the spaces provided. So I'm going to read this. The little boy walked slowly down the street, kicking a can as he went along his way. He was in a bad temper. When he arrived home, his mother was in the kitchen. She saw his face and knew that her son was angry. Is everything okay? His mom asked. Nothing is okay, Mom. Nothing will ever be okay again. Is there something I can do to help? That's just the thing, Mom. We can't help. There is nothing we can do. Tyler seemed really desperate as he went talking. Today in science, the teacher was talking about Earth Day and the environment. Earth Day is supposed to be a day when every person promises to do something to help take care of our world. Mrs. Green told us that our world is getting dirtier and that many animals and plants are dying. She wants us to think of something we can do to help, but there's nothing I can do. I can't stop companies from polluting our air and water. There's nothing I can do to make a difference. You can make a big difference by doing little things, his mom said. This gives me an idea. Tyler's voice filled with hope again. The next morning, Tyler told his teacher about his idea, which she thought it was a great idea, and decided to let Tyler share it with his classmates. On Earth Day, there was an assembly at school. Many people were invited. The headmaster welcomed them and said, "We want every person to think of one thing they can do that could make a difference to our world, even if it seems like something small." ill ill matter, ill matter. Tyler and his classmates began passing small green cards in the shape of leaves. People began writing. Tyler and his friends read many of them as they stuck them on a large brown tray. I will walk to work. I will use both sides of my paper to save trees. I will plant a tree every year. I will start recycling my newspaper. I will donate my clothes. I will have a shower instead of a bath. Soon the tree was beautiful and green and covered with the Earth Day promises. When Tyler began his work, when Tyler began his short walk home, he started kicking up the trash and picking it in a plastic bag and putting it in a plastic bag. He smiled all the way thinking of the difference they will make. Nice story with a good moral, right? So based on that story, we're going to answer these questions. Number one, these statements are false. Correct them with details from the text. Okay, now we have a lot of information here, and I want you to go back to the reading, and then you're going to correct these sentences. Estas oraciones tienen unos detalles que son falsos y ustedes van a ir de nuevo al texto, este texto que está aquí arriba, para descifrar cuáles son esas cosas que están incorrectas y las van a escribir de nuevo en el espacio, pero con la versión correcta. Por ejemplo, Tyler's friends were not helpful. ¿Ok? Entonces hay algo incorrecto ahí. Vamos a ir al texto y vamos a cambiar la palabra y copiar la oración correcta. Tyler and his friends distributed many leaflets to talk about the dangers facing the environment. ¿Ok? ¿Qué fue lo que está malo acá? Y lo corregimos. How was Tyler feeling when he went back home? That's a question. So, esa es una pregunta. Ahí vamos a contestarla. Fill in the blanks with the appropriate words from the text. ¿Ok? Vamos a completar estos espacios con las palabras apropiadas del texto. Every day should be an Earth Day and everyone must of the environment surrounding him. In fact, the earth is becoming and many animals and plants are disappearing forever. But, filling in the blanks, things can do to make a difference to the world. Okay, vamos a buscar esas palabritas y las vamos a escribir para completar la oración, para darle sentido. And then number 4, give 2 solutions that the people suggested to save the earth. Vamos a escribir 2 de las soluciones que dieron las personas, los compañeritos de Tyler, para mejorar, para salvar el planeta. And find words in the text having the same meaning as litter and hopeless. Estas 2 palabritas, vamos a buscar en el texto 2 sinónimos de esas 2 palabritas. La 1, litter, and B, hopeless. Podemos buscarlas en el diccionario para saber qué significan y vamos a buscar esas palabritas en el texto. La letra A es muy común, es una palabra muy común que se utiliza cuando hablamos sobre pollution. And hopeless. Y hopeless. Okay. This is task number 4. Write 6 tips on how we can save the earth. How can we save the earth? I want you to write 6 tips, 6 things that we need to do in order to save the planet, save the earth. Okay? And then we have task number 5. Answer the following questions with your own information in order to see if you are an environmental friendly person. Okay, we're going to find out if you are a very environmental friendly person. Okay, so you're going to answer these questions. Number 1, do you sort out glass, paper, plastic bottles and cans? I mean, if when you put in the trash into the garbage can, if you sorted, if you classified paper, plastic bottles and cans. Do you buy fair trade products or organic or local food? So do you buy organic or local food? Yes or no? Why? Why is it important? Because if we buy things from other places, so cars or transportation is a way to bring those products to our community, and it's a way of polluting the air because cars they release carbon dioxide, and so it's a way to pollute the environment. So we need to shop locally, buy local products, um, and also organic. Do you use your own shopping bags? I mean, if you go to the store and you request a plastic bag, or you carry your own bags? Do you recycle light bulbs and used batteries? How often do you do that? 5, do you always dispose of garbage in a proper way? Okay, we have to think about it, and then you're gonna choose the correct answer. What you do? Do you bother picking up other people's litter? I mean, if someone throws garbage on the street, if you don't mind to pick it up for him? Do you switch off the lights when you leave a room? Okay, let's see how you do with that. Do you switch off other electric appliances at night? Do you put on warmer clothes when it's cold instead of putting on the heater? Do you have showers instead of baths? Do you close the tap while you brush your teeth? Do you leave the fridge door open when you do the cooking? What about that? Do you use public transport or a bike or walk when possible? And do you have and use a composter at home? I mean, when you for organic food, I mean, if you help the food to decompose, or you just put it into the trash for the truck to take it away. Okay, those are little drops in the bucket that we need to, I mean, raise awareness about how with little things we can. Ok, entonces aquí están los indicadores de aprendizaje. Pueden tener la idea principal en diferentes textos al contestar preguntas. Si no tuvo dificultad, pues un 3 al realizar la guía. Si tuviste mucha dificultad, un 2. Y si no lo pudiste lograr o te costó mucho, un 1. Y ya saben, si tienen alguna duda, ocupan instrucciones adicionales, con mucho gusto me pueden enviar un mensaje.